Good morning, friends. So good to see you today. So glad you're here. I know we can't be together and I'm really missing you, but I'm glad you're keeping your friends safe and the people out in the world safe, and I hope we can see each other really soon. I brought you a book today called The Three Bears. You might have already heard this story. It's by Byron Barton. He is the author. Do you remember what the author does? The author writes the words, the author writes the words. We can have good books because the author writes the words. And remember, when we're looking at a story, the words are the part on the bottom where when you read the story, there they are down there. Those are the words. And then there's also the pictures. And the pictures are done by the illustrator. And Byron Barton for this story is also the illustrator. So the illustrator draws the pictures. The illustrator draws the pictures. We can have good books because the illustrator draws the pictures. All right, so I'm going to start to read the story. But before I do you think this book is real or pretend? You're right, it is pretend. You can tell because the bears are wearing clothes and the bears live in a house. And in real life, bears would not wear clothes or live in a house. They'd live in a den, right? That's where they live. But this is a pretend story. Another word for pretend is fiction. All right, let's read it. Here's the title page, The Three Bears by Byron Barton. Once upon a time, there were three bears. There was a papa bear, and a mama bear, and a baby bear. One day, Mama Bear made some porridge. She made a big bowl for Papa Bear, a medium-sized bowl for Mama Bear, and a small bowl for Baby Bear. The porridge was very hot, so the three bears went for a walk until it got cool. Well, just then along came a girl named Goldilocks. And Goldilocks looked inside the three bears' house, and there she saw three bowls of porridge. Should Goldilocks go inside the bear's house? No, she wasn't invited. You only go inside someone's house if you're invited and you know them and they say, "Come in." Well, Goldilocks didn't know that yet. She was still learning. She made a mistake. She was hungry, and she decided to go in and taste the Papa Bear's porridge, but it was too hot for her. Then she tried Mama Bear's porridge, but it was too cold for her. Then she tried Baby Bear's porridge, and it was just right. So she ate it, and she ate it, and she ate it, and she ate it until it was all gone. Then Goldilocks wanted to sit down because her tummy was so full. First she sat in Papa Bear's rocking chair, and she started to rock, but it rocked so fast. Then she sat in Mama Bear's rocking chair, but it rocked very slow. Then she sat in Baby Bear's rocking chair, and it rocked just right. And she was really enjoying sitting there, so she rocked and she rocked and she rocked so much that all of a sudden, that chair broke. Oh my goodness. Then Goldilocks was getting tired and she wanted to lie down. First she found Papa Bear's big bed and she tried it, but it felt hard. Then she tried Mama Bear's bed, but it felt too soft. Then she tried Baby Bear's bed, and it was just right. So she lay down and fell asleep in Baby Bear's bed. There she is. Now what's going to happen when those 3 bears come home? Will they find Goldilocks in the bed, in Baby Bear's bed? Let's find out. Do you notice that she brought some flowers with her? She actually left them all around the house, so they're going to be wondering about that. Oh, here they come. A little while later, the 3 bears came home. The bears looked at their porridge, and Papa Bear said, "Someone has been eating my porridge." And then Mama Bear said, "Someone has been eating my porridge." And Baby Bear said, "Someone has been eating my porridge too, and now it is all gone." That is disappointing. And look at that empty bowl. And she left spoons in these bowls, so they knew someone was eating them. Oh, and there's one of those flowers she left behind. Then the bears looked at their chairs, and Papa Bear said, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." And Mama Bear said, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." And Baby Bear said, "Someone has been sitting in my chair too, and now it is broken in pieces." That is sad when someone breaks your chair. That's really disappointing. I bet they knew that Goldilocks was there over here by her flowers. She left them right by them. Let's see what happens next. Are they going to find her in the bed? Let's find out. Then the bears looked at their beds, and Papa Bear said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." And Mama Bear said, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." And then Baby Bear cried out, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed too, and look, there she is right now." Look at Goldilocks' face. She woke up and she was so surprised. Her mouth is in a big circle and her eyebrows are up. That tells you that she is surprised. She wasn't thinking that the bears were coming home to their house. Now she knows she made a mistake to go in someone's house. What is she gonna do? When Goldilocks saw the 3 bears, she jumped out of Baby Bear's bed and ran as fast as she could. There she goes. Everyone's so surprised. She ran and she ran as fast as she could, away from the 3 bears' house. I bet she's running home to her own house. I bet next time she'll remember to ask first before she goes in someone's house. And the 3 bears never saw little Goldilocks again. And that is the end of the story. I'm so glad that we got to spend some time together today. And next time I will bring some puppets and we can hear the story of the 3 bears with the puppets. Bye, friends.